But the game we're going to do now is brand new, called He Said, She Said. It's another popular improv game, but I don't know if it's one that you guys have played before. Are either of you familiar off of name recognition?
No.
I am not, but I do say things, so I think I'm halfway there.
You're done. Yeah, you know what? We did it. We're finished.
done.
Yeah.
All right. Good show.
So yeah, okay, bye. So the way that this works is you two are going to be doing a scene and I'll be kind of a narrator and you're going to do it kind of one line at a time. So let's say, for instance, Michael is going to do his line and he'll say something like, just call me Ishmael. And I'll say, then I, as the narrator, will go, he said, as he sharpened his harpoon. And then, Elizabeth will reply with, boy, this whale sure is giving us a hard time. And then I, as the narrator, will say, she said, as she inched closer to him. Something like that. So I'm the narrator that every time you guys say a line, I then give the stage directions, basically, is what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Are you guys good with that?
It does.
All right, cool. So the game is He Said, She Said. We need a prompt for it. Let's do a prompt of a job, I suppose.
Whaler.
Would make sense. Whaler would be a good one. Except we basically just did that perfectly. So let's see. The job that we get is oil furnace installer.
Oh, okay.
All right.
This
Cutting edge technology
it's
right there.
really weird. So I have a couple of different prompt generators that I use, and this one always gives the weirdest jobs. Anyway, oil furnace installer. The game is He Said, She Said. You guys are in the scene. Either one of you can start, really, and then I'll be the narrator in between. Just remember, so give me half a tick to get those in. And here we go. 3, 2, 1.
This is a nice place. I'm glad you're putting the money in to restore it.
He said as he nudged the body behind the door.
Yeah, it's really nice that I got to inherit it, even though I'm sad that my great aunt finally passed away.
She said as she tried desperately to hide the axe dripping with blood behind her back.
It's wonderful to see the newer generation really getting into real estate.
He said as he slowly inched toward the door.
Yeah, in this economy, you really need to count on someone dying at some point in their life.
She said as she gave him a sly wink.
You know it. It's always unpredictable when those wild accidents are going to happen.
He said, quickening his pace towards the door.
You can definitely say it was an accident.
She said, with a wink from one eye and then a wink from the other.
I'm a little edgy after that one, so I might just go.
He said as he broke into a sprint.
But, you haven't even finished half the installation, man.
She said as she grabbed the back of his shirt and pulled him back into the room.
Well, you can't really complete it until you have that high-grade whale oil.
He said as he pulled out a canister that read high-grade whale oil from his jacket.
Oh, good. I was worried it was going to be low quality, but you have a 5-star Google review.
She said as she snatched the whale oil from his grasp.
And then all you got to do is pour that in and you're good to go.
He said as she gulped down half the bottle.
Delicious, right?
She said, and then belched loudly.
It's not something I can afford. I just work here.
He said as he cried.
Where do you even get this stuff from? Lowe's or something?
She said as she polished off the bottle.
No, you got to go to the coast over by Ishmael's.
All right, that's great. Fantastic. Murder, intrigue, whale oil. So, yeah, I don't know why I got all murdery right at the beginning. It seemed right with the voice I was using, I guess. So that's He Said, She Said. Do you guys want to do one more round of that? Give it a shot with a different prompt?
Sure.
Maybe I'll try and make it less murdery this time. No promises. So the next prompt is going to be, let's do location this time, I think. It is, wow. It gave me skyscraper, and I was like, that's boring. And I hit it again, and it gave me skyscraper again. So I guess we're doing fucking skyscraper.
All right.
So the location is skyscraper. The game is, once again, he said, she said. And I will go ahead and count you guys in 3, 2, 1.
So do you think the glass floor is stable? Because I'm a little worried.
She said as she stomped heavily on the glass floor.
Well, if people died, they'd have to put up a sign.
He said as he looked around desperately for a sign.
You didn't see one in the elevator, did you? Because I was too busy pressing all the buttons. I got a little overexcited.
She said as the elevator dinged multiple times, clearly not functioning correctly.
We had so much time in that elevator, I would be certain if there was any sign whatsoever.
He said, walking towards the elevator and trying to pry the doors open.
I think there was one about the firemen, but I'm more concerned about the glass floor caving in.
She said, once again, stomping with all her might on the glass floor.
So long as we're not stomping in the middle of it, I think we'll be okay. I don't see a single crack.
He said, demonstrating what they shouldn't do by stomping once in the middle, and a small crack formed.
Boy, I don't think that should be anything to worry about.
She said, as multiple beads of sweat poured down her brow.
That's just one little crack. We can make many, many more.
He said, as he began clogging on the see-through floor.
Isn't that basically how the Grand Canyon was made? Just one little crack turning into a lot of them?
She said, as she joined him for some inexplicable reason.
Yes, but that's going down into the ground. We've got plenty of distance between us and the surface of the earth.
He said, as the floor suddenly gave way and they began plummeting to their doom.
Maybe we could catch on to the L track and not fall any further.
She said, as she reached for the L, and her arm tore away from her body.
See, that's why I don't reach out near the L. Too much vomit in the air.
He said, as vomit hit him in the face, and he splatted on the ground. Yeah, bummer. You guys died in that one. No, you didn't murder anybody, but it was kind of, I mean, you kind of were
Incidental
asking
murder?
for
It was mutual murder.
Yeah,
we
right.
killed one another.
Oh, yeah, for sure.